You designed the contradiction. The situation is recurring. The prediction is being tested. The evidence is accumulating. For a while, something shifts. The old pattern loses some of its grip. And then you revert. Not immediately. Not from the beginning. After progress. After a stretch where something genuinely felt different. After you had started to think that this time it was actually working. The reversion can feel like confirmation of the original prediction. See, this is who I actually am. That good stretch was the exception. This is the real pattern. But that reading is wrong. And understanding why it is wrong changes everything about how you interpret what just happened. Reversion is not the loop failing. It is the model responding to a loop that is working. The system escalates when a genuine update is in progress, not when the evidence is harmless. Up to this point in the series, the resistance to change has been mostly passive. The gate staying closed, the exception mechanism filing evidence away, the model doing its job quietly, without announcing itself. What happens when accumulation builds past a certain point is different. The model is no longer just filing exceptions. It is actively working to restore the prediction under threat. Think about what the model is actually reading in this situation. The same prediction has been contradicted repeatedly, in similar contexts, with consistent results. The exception mechanism is running out of explanations. The pattern is starting to read as a pattern. That is a destabilizing signal. The model depends on stable predictions to navigate the world. A prediction under genuine threat of revision is a source of uncertainty, and the system responds to uncertainty the same way it responds to any threat, by working to resolve it. Reversion is that resolution attempt, the model pulling behavior back toward what the prediction expects, re-establishing the pattern, restoring coherence between what the system predicts and what it observes. The reversion is not evidence that the old prediction was right. It is evidence that the model is taking the threat of being wrong seriously enough to fight back. That is a completely different thing. A prediction that is not under genuine threat does not need to fight back. The fact that the system is pushing back is itself information. It means the evidence was accumulating somewhere that mattered. Reversion that occurs during an active evidence loop is not random. It tends to take one of three recognizable forms. Each one maps onto a specific way the model reasserts the prediction under threat. Pattern 1. The intensity spike. The most visible pattern. Just when progress becomes real, when the behavior has shifted enough that others notice, or when you notice, the old pattern comes back harder than it was before. You have been speaking up in meetings, contributing. The prediction, people do not value what I say, has been tested repeatedly, and the outcome keeps contradicting it. Then in a key meeting, with higher stakes, you go quieter than you have been in months. Not just reverting to the old baseline, going below it. The intensity spike is the model doubling down. The prediction is under real pressure, and the system knows it. The response is to generate the confirming evidence forcefully, to restore the pattern so clearly that the accumulating contradiction gets buried under a stronger signal. The intensity spike is not regression. It is the model's strongest response to the strongest threat it has faced. The bigger the spike, the more the accumulated evidence was actually registering. Pattern 2. The context retreat. Subtler than the intensity spike. The behavior does not collapse dramatically. Instead, you find yourself gravitating away from the specific contexts where the designed contradiction was running. The meetings where you had been contributing become ones you find reasons to prepare less for. The situations that were generating the contradicting evidence become less frequent, not because you chose to stop, but because the system finds ways to make them feel less urgent, less relevant, less necessary to attend to. The context retreat works by starving the loop. No exposure, no evidence. No evidence, no accumulation. The model does not need to fight the contradiction if the contradiction stops arriving. The context retreat is the model removing itself from the situation that was generating the threatening evidence. When you notice it, you are not being avoidant. The system is pulling you away from exactly the right place. Pattern 3. The narrative rebuild. The most insidious pattern. The evidence that accumulated was real. The model cannot dismiss it as it arrives, so instead, it retrospectively reclassifies it. The good stretch gets reframed as a lucky period. The contributions that landed get attributed to favorable circumstances. The moments that contradicted the prediction get reorganized into a story about an unusual season that is now over. I was just in a good place for a while. The team was unusually receptive. That was a different kind of situation. The evidence is acknowledged, and then quietly moved from the column of prediction contradicting events to the column of explainable anomalies. The narrative rebuild is the model editing history. It cannot stop the evidence from arriving, so it changes what the evidence means after the fact. When you hear yourself rewriting a period of progress as coincidence, the model is working harder than usual to preserve itself. This is the part that most people do not have a framework for, and the absence of a framework is what makes it feel like failure. When an evidence loop is running well, and accumulation is building toward the threshold, the model's resistance increases, not decreases. Increases. The exception mechanism was managing the contradiction comfortably when the evidence was sparse. As the evidence accumulates, the exception mechanism has to work harder. The system is spending more resources maintaining a prediction that is increasingly difficult to defend. That increased effort registers as heightened anxiety about the relevant situations, as stronger pulls toward the old behavior, as more active narrative work to explain away the accumulating evidence. From the inside, this feels exactly like things getting worse. The progress that felt real now feels fragile or illusory. The old pattern feels more present, not less. The pull toward reversion is stronger than it was 3 weeks ago. But this is not the loop failing. This is the approaching threshold making itself felt. The system escalates its resistance in proportion to how close the update actually is. The harder it gets, the more seriously the model is taking the threat of having to revise. You are not moving backward. You are approaching the point where the prediction can no longer hold. One clarification worth making. This is not a general argument that difficulty means progress. Difficulty without a functioning contradiction loop is just difficulty. What is described here is a specific pattern, escalating resistance during an active evidence loop that has been generating consistent, targeted contradiction. That specificity matters. Most people stop here. The increased difficulty reads as evidence that the change is not working. The loop gets abandoned precisely when it was closest to producing the update it was designed to produce. Understanding the escalation changes what that moment means. It is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that the design is doing what it was built to do. Reversion, read correctly, is one of the most useful signals available because it is specific. Random fluctuation in behavior is not informative. It does not point anywhere. Structured reversion, the kind that takes one of the 3 patterns in a specific context in response to a specific kind of progress, is pointing directly at the prediction the model is most committed to defending. The pattern tells you where the threat is. An intensity spike tells you which context the accumulation has been most effective in. A context retreat tells you exactly which situation the loop was running in and where it should keep running. A narrative rebuild tells you how strong the accumulation has been. The model only rewrites history when it cannot dismiss the evidence as it arrives. The bigger the reversion, the more effective the contradiction has been. The more elaborate the defense, the closer the threshold. The pattern of the reversion is a diagnostic tool. It tells you which prediction is most threatened, which context is most productive, and how close the accumulation is to the threshold. Read as information rather than verdict, the reversion is the most precise feedback the loop can generate. Let's place this inside the arc. The evidence loop generates accumulation. Accumulation approaches the threshold. The model escalates its resistance. The reversion patterns appear. Most people stop here and conclude the loop has failed. But the reversion is a stage in the process, not the end of it. The model that is pushing back this hard is a model that is genuinely under pressure. It is not managing the evidence comfortably anymore. It is working to preserve a prediction that the accumulating evidence is making increasingly difficult to hold. When the system fights hardest, the threshold is closest. The designed contradiction is not failing. It is succeeding well enough that the model can no longer afford to be passive. The engineering question at this stage is not, should I stop? It is, which pattern is running, and what is it telling me about where the loop should keep going? The next episode addresses what happens on the other side of the threshold, what model stabilization looks like, why some updates hold and others collapse back, and what the difference between them is structurally. This is inner physics. We do not override the system. We learn how it works until we can engineer it.